Okay, now I want to jump to a particular segment which I was rather very, very excited to just ask you, and then coming from a lens of curiosity. You went to Bali
Yeah.
for a month
Yep.
by yourself.
Yep.
Out of all the questions I want to ask you, I want the number, okay? How much did you spend?
I think close to 2. Give or take 2.
2 lakhs.
Yeah.
Indian rupees.
Yep.
In a month.
In a month.
Lovely. Okay, now I want to know what was the experience like now that you've told me that you spent 2 lakhs. Did you get the 2 lakhs worth of experience out of Bali?
I think I got 10 lakhs worth of experience out of Bali, bro. It was
Insane.
amazing.
Okay.
But I'll tell you
How
why.
about you start? Like, how did that happen? And then that was your first solo travel experience?
Yeah. So
Okay.
how it started was I had honestly reached a point in my life where everything was becoming monotonous. Like I had a lot of
Okay.
retainer clients
Mhm.
and life was getting to a point where I was sleeping at 5, 6, 7 in the morning, waking up at 2, heading off to the gym. By the time I'm done with the workout, it's 3 hours into the day and it's sunset already. Like I was very depressed at that point in time. And the only thing that kept me going was this.
Okay.
Like what I was doing for work. Because
yeah.
it was stimulating my mind to an extent. And then once I shut the laptop off, I'm just like
There's
sad.
nothing to look forward.
Yeah, because it's already like night time and I'm like, bro, like I'm miserable. I was miserable.
Right.
So this friend of mine called, his name's Jordan.
Okay.
He had just moved to Australia for his MBA and stuff. So he called, he's like, see dude, listen, I have a break. So I didn't completely do it solo.
Okay.
So I had somebody with me there for the first week.
Okay.
So he's like, dude, listen, I have a break coming up. Are you down to go to Bali for a week? So I was like, cool. I mean, I'll add money in the bank. I was just saving up for nothing. And I was like, okay, you know what? Screw it. It was an extreme step for me because I'd never stepped out of the country. Solo.
That was your first time?
It was the first time stepping out solo. And before that, it was all like small countries and with family, extended family.
Stuff, okay.
So it technically doesn't count.
Right.
So it was like my first international trip, solo. And I never even told him I'm doing it solo. So I was like, okay, this guy said we'll cut in 7 days, but maybe I'll book a ticket where I can extend the date before the last 24 hours.
Okay.
So I did that. And then that's how the trip came to be. Like he had, I think, break from uni, from a SEM or something. And then I was going through a very bad phase and I was like, cool, I need to change an environment. And I went. It was insane, bro. Like, where do I start? Like, Bali is the environment for people like us because you have so many creatives, so many hard workers, and so many people who are enthusiastic about fitness over there. And weirdly, they can balance everything. Today, if you're, let's say, in a city like Bangalore, it's so hard to balance everything at once. Like human relationships, gym, work. I mean, gym and work itself take up like
most
24 hours of your day. So it's hard. And you can't balance stuff out. But weirdly, everything is so easy over there. And I don't know, like, where do I start? Like, what do you want me to talk about? Like, I have so much
I have
to tell
an
you.
interesting ask rather. For the context of it, you already told me the story, but I want you to reiterate for the sake of the audiences and everything. You said that you were at a cafe. I think this happened in Bali. You also traveled to other places, neighboring cities and everything. You must have traveled. So I think this happened in the main city of Bali, and you were sitting at a cafe and probably editing a video back then. And you said a random freelancer from Philippines, if I'm not wrong, approached you because even he was a fellow video editor. Because he saw Premiere Pro on your laptop and then he came approached you and you all just started speaking, and then later he became a good friend. But then one very interesting conversation happened, and I think we had a very interesting conversation after your experience as well. When you showed him the video that you made, he said he said that he would roughly charge around $3,000 for it. And I hope this is okay to reveal. You had mentioned that you made around $50,000 from that one video. 3,000.
I think even lesser.
Even lesser. Okay,
lesser,
fair.
yeah.
Around that range ballpark figure, right? So you made roughly 50,000 rupees, and the Philippines dude said the same video probably would have charged $3,000 for it. That's a very interesting story, and there's a lot of learnings from it. And again, he wasn't just a random dude. He was also a freelancer. Probably he has an Instagram presence as well. He was also making money on the go. How about you start there? What did you learn from that conversation?
I feel like that one of the first interactions I had in Bali was that, and it opened up my mind a lot in the sense that that's when I actually realized that there's a huge gap in the market over here,
Yeah.
and how much more rewarded you are for work abroad.
Yeah.
And see, that's a very controversial way to put it. It's not like we're not rewarded for work here. It's just how the market is.
Right.
People are not willing to spend as much,
Right.
and that's just how it is in this country.
Right.
So I feel like that taught me a lot in the sense that, okay, like before I never had plans of going international.
Right.
And now after that, I've been like, cool, like I can put myself in a situation where I can charge 10 times more for what I do. Plus also work with bigger brands that are willing to give me the creative freedom I want.
Right.
So I feel like one main important lesson I learned there was I have a lot to learn from the outside world, because when you're doing whatever you're doing here, it's very, very easy to get into your cocoon and, like keep telling yourself, I know everything.
Right.
I don't need to learn.
100%, yeah.
I've been doing this for like 5 years.
Yeah.
You don't have to teach me shit.
Yeah.
But when I went to Bali and spoke to every freelancer there, I learned how much of a noob I was, bro. I didn't know anything. I was a nobody there. Here, okay, fine. At least people in Bangalore locally know you because
Yeah.
of the work you do.
Yeah.
Your name goes around. Stuff happens. But in Bali, nobody gives a fuck about you. They're going to judge you right out for the art you make. And everybody was very appreciative. But whenever they asked me about the business side of things, it was a big question mark, bro. And I was like, shit, I don't know jack. Like, I don't know shit. And that opened my eyes up a lot, because that's when I realized I have a lot to learn.
Right.
And what I'm doing right now isn't as sustainable. And two is, I need to put myself out there. So for example, I love traveling, and I love solo traveling because it puts me in a position where it first thing makes me uncomfortable. So whenever I'm uncomfortable, I'm always myself first.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but it just happens to me.
Right.
I'm very authentic when I'm uncomfortable.
Right.
And the second thing is, it's just a feeling. It's, you realize that there are people like you out there, and that calms you down. And you're like, okay, cool, now I just need to work towards getting there. And like, that's the goal. Finding people that think like me, that work like me, that have the same dreams and goals as me. Like, that thought in and of itself was insane, because over here, I would find a lot of creatives, but not with the same goals. So I used to think that, shit, I'm alone. Why doesn't anybody want to do the same thing as me? But when I went to Bali, I still can't believe I'm saying that, but I went to Bali for a month. That's still insane to me. So when I went to Bali for a month, I spoke to so many creatives and freelancers there, and everybody had a slightly different, if not similar, goal to mine. And it was such a refreshing thing, because when that's the end goal, you have a lot of things you can talk to people about what you're facing, what you're going through in life,
Right.
how you can better yourself, how you can structure yourself better in front of clients so you can get to that point faster. So I feel like,
And the similar goal being what?
traveling for work.
Okay.
It's not just about, making money is definitely a big aspect of it. But again, like I said, it's more of the self-respect bit. And
Right.
how much you're willing to stoop down for the
Yeah.
company for.
Yeah.
So I feel like goals, in the sense, the ultimate goal is to travel the world for work. Period. International, biggest cities, biggest brands, not necessarily insanely huge productions. But yeah, that's the goal. And I found a lot of like-minded people over there who not only love filming,
Yeah.
but also love traveling. They love talking to people.
Yeah.
They like solo traveling in the sense that it's so uncomfortable that you have to put yourself out there. If you go stay in a hostel, nobody's going to come and talk to you.
Right.
It's up to you.
Correct.
And the one added disadvantage is you're an Indian. So when
That's a disadvantage.
what did I say?
You said disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, that's a disadvantage.
How
Because
so?
I don't know, bro. The Indians are very badly perceived abroad. Especially when, this is what I realized. It's my personal observation
Right,
from
right,
Bali.
of
Like,
course.
a lot of people don't approach you just like that. You need to make the effort to go out there and talk to people. Just because, I don't know, apparently we have a bad reputation abroad. So, yeah, that's the
Interesting.
goal, being traveling and having conversations with people that genuinely mean something. Like, it's okay to have brain rot conversations and all of that, but you know how it is, no? Like,
Yeah.
we can't relate to most of our friends today.
Mm.
And that's sad. It is sad, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And it would be insane to have the four of us, sit with each other every single day, work in a room and have the most similar, share those experiences.
Yeah.
Like, what a privilege that would be.
Very.
So I feel like that's the goal.